You know, guys, there's just no getting around it. If you want abs, you have to train them. And unfortunately, a lot of people go to the gym every single day, all across the country, all across the world. They wake up, they go to the gym, and they're like, I'm going to train my abs wicked hard. I'm going to have a six pack. And then they just don't incorporate enough spinal flexion or extension. And then when they do exercises like leg raises, they don't hinge enough at the hips by thrusting their knees into their chest to get that proper core activation. And that's what we're going to be talking about today in today's video. Now, you guys don't have to do the advanced leg lift version like this, okay? This is advanced for a reason. You're holding yourself in the air while trying to prevent yourself from swaying as you bring your legs up and down. It's actually one of my favorite exercises to do for abs, and I was doing them this week. And this young girl came over and asked how to do the exercise, and I taught her, and she was able to do it. I was very impressed. Not a lot of people can hold themselves in the air while doing this exercise, so kudos to her. Congratulations. But this is baby me, 14 years ago, explaining how to do the exercise. And now you have adult. Look at my face. Pause it at the perfect moment. Now you have adult 40-year-old version me showing you how to do it a few different ways. In today's article, how to hanging knee / leg raise. Now, for those of you who have gone to my website, muscularstrength.com, scroll down just a little bit and enter their email right here, you would have already been at the gym crushing this exercise and improving your abs because you would have received this free email about 2 weeks ago. All right? I send out emails a couple times a week, sending you guys articles from my website to make sure that you have all the tips and tricks you need to hit your goals. Now, this article was actually put out in January of 2020, but it's educational and the information stays the same. So we're going to go through it right now. For those of you who prefer a video demonstration of the exercise to help you, the video is at the top here. All you have to do is hit play. Those of you who just want a refresher, we can look at the photos. And this right here, this is the most important thing you need to keep in mind when doing this exercise. Whether you're hanging from pull-up bars, or you're doing the advanced version where you're holding yourself up by your hands, or even if you're doing the captain's chair where your back is supported and your elbows are on the pads and you're doing the exercise that way, if you're only bringing your knees up to like here, where you're barely breaking the height of your hips, you're hitting a lot more hip flexors than you are abs. You have to bring your knees as high as possible. Try to literally hit yourself in your chest, in your face with your knees, and then control the movement on the way down. This is the only way you're gonna activate the entire rectus abdominis. And so if you haven't been seeing a lot of growth or definition coming in for your lower abs when you're doing exercises like this that place more emphasis on the lower abs, then that's why. It's that simple. And even if you're doing something like holding a dumbbell between your feet to do a weighted version of this exercise, it doesn't mean all of a sudden that you don't have to bring your knees up as high. You only increase the intensity of the exercise once it gets too easy from doing it the way you were doing it before. So if you're doing body weight and you're getting like 30 repetitions doing this exercise, well, now it's time to up the weight to get you back down into like that 15 to 20 reps, probably as low as like 12 to 15 repetition range. And that's why you see me holding a dumbbell here with my feet, but still thrusting my knees into my chest, trying to hit myself in my face. And I don't even know why I'm making this face right here. Sorry, guys, I know the screen was blocking the dumbbell, but this is what I'm talking about right there. You can see the dumbbell in my feet as I'm bringing my legs up. This is the captain's chair I was talking about. For those of you who didn't know what a captain's chair was, your back is supported, your elbows are on the pads. Same thing here, right? When you bring your knees up, if you're stopping like this and your lower back is still touching the pad, you're doing it wrong. You have to bring your knees to your chest. You should feel your lower back come off the pad as you go all the way up with the exercise. Now, as far as sets and reps, guys, when I train my abs, I do like 2, maybe 3 exercises max at the end of my workout to train my abs. And what I always try to do is pick one exercise that places more emphasis either on the lower abs, and I try to pick one exercise that places more emphasis on my obliques. Keep in mind, no matter what ab exercise you're doing, you're hitting the entire rectus abdominis, the upper and lower abs, right? It's one muscle. But you can place more emphasis. Typically, when you're doing movements where you're lifting your legs up, you're hitting more lower abs. When you're doing movements where you're kind of in a seated position, or like doing an ab pull down where it feels more like you're crunching down, you're placing a bit more emphasis on the upper abdominals, okay? And for this exercise, what I like to do is 4 to 6 working sets. Sometimes I'll go really high with the repetitions, right? 30 to 40 repetitions. If I'm doing the advanced version, though, that I showed you a little bit ago when I was like 24 years old right here, 12 to 15 repetitions is the most I'll get out of this. Sometimes I'll get as high as 20, but I try to stay within that like 12 to 20 repetition range when I'm doing my ab exercises in general. So if you haven't had time with your abs, you want to switch up your exercises. A lot of these exercises, there are beginner and advanced versions of them. You just basically saw all of that for the knee raise. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe, click that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next video.